Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Monday, April 28th of 2025. So I made this video this morning. It's about 10 minutes long. I made it specifically just for Facebook. I'm going to do this because my computer's doing things right now. So Saturday evening Saturday afternoon I did a hot oil treatment, and then Saturday night I did a leave-in hair mask, and then Sunday night I did a scalp cleanse to get rid of any of the other buildup that was just in my scalp. I haven't done that before. And so I went to bed last night, my hair up in the hair turban thing. And I'm going to say my hair has, I know people said my hair is thin. My hair is actually quite thick. It's hard to see the thickness of my hair on camera. I know it does look pretty thin, and it even looks thinner when I go blonde. But my hair is quite thick. And the thing is my hair has that curly kinkiness to it. And so I was telling a few friends that when I go to sleep with my hair wet and I keep it up in the hair turban all night and I pull it out, I look like Merida from Disney's Brave. Like, my hair is just puffed out every which way, all these curls. Some look really good, some don't look very good. It's just a big mess. So I just made this quick little video. I'm just going to put it on Facebook so my friends can see what my hair really looks like and how much of a struggle it is to make my hair to get my hair manageable. So I decided, while I was editing it and piecing it together, I said, I might as well put it on my channel as well. So everybody out there, any ideas on what I can do with my hair, how I can, either go straight, or should I go get it permed? I mean, I've had a perms done in the past. Like when I was in high school, I found, having my hair permed. I don't know if I was in junior high, middle school, whatever, when I had my first perm. But I know high school, I used to keep my hair permed only because I would end up with all this, and it's such a pain to deal with. But I mean, I know if you're bleaching your hair or coloring your hair, you can't do the perm. I always forget which way, and I've been talking about perming my hair for a couple of years now, and I just haven't done it. And I wanted to wait till my hair grew out. But any any helpful hints or suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, I've got all this curly frizziness here. It's so super dry, even with the oil treatment. I did the oil treatment just on the ends, and then I did the hair mask, up here where it gets more greasy, and then I did the whole scalp cleanse just to get some of that hair mask out of. The leave-in was in a little longer than I wanted it to be in, but that happens. You get busy. And so sometimes when I do, I never try to do those 3 steps in in such a short period of time. It just happened to be when I had the time to do those. I prefer to do them slower. Like I should have done, I'll have to do the oil treatment again, but I'll have to wait until my hair needs to be washed. Maybe in about 2 weeks, I will try the hot oil. And I don't know if the oil just didn't take because it was just too old. Some of my products are kind of, a few years old, and you're at the last little bit, but you want to just use it up instead of throwing it out. So that might be why the hair oil didn't really take. The hair mask, where I put it on, my hair was really nice and soft. And then the scalp cleanse, of course, my scalp is all nice and clean. So I'm thinking it's the oil treatment that was probably just too old to do anything, or my hair is just so dry. Right now we're still in that winter kind of thing, spring. There's the air around here, everything is just so super dry. We have no moisture. So I will just piece this together, and you can see what I mean when I say my hair just goes out like this, up like this. And I will say there is some really good defined curls and ringlets that I get in my hair when it is wet. But as it dries, it just dries all like kind of like wavy, kinky, and it doesn't want to go in the same direction. You can even just see the way it's sitting here. I've got hair that's flipping up, hair that's going under, hair that's just straight, and hair that I don't know how to describe. I mean, it looks like it's matted. It's not. But I'm looking at it on camera and it looks matted, but I can get my fingers through so it's not matted, but it definitely looks matted. So anybody out there with this similar hair problems, I will say I do know my family heritage on both my parents' sides. Basically, it's the same. It's from the UK. So it's England, Scotland, Northern Ireland. So that's the three major areas that I know my family is from. There is Australia is also in there. So I'm just trying to figure out like my hair. So any advice would be so helpful. Okay, hi, I'm doing this quick little video because I've told people this and not everybody believes me, but when I fall asleep with my hair in one of these hair towel, hair turbans, what do you want to call them, and I wake up the next morning, I take it out and I say, I look like Meredith from Brave. It even looks more so since I've gone back to more of my natural red. So Saturday night, I did a hot oil treatment. And then after that treatment, I had a hair mask on. And then Sunday, so last night, I did a scalp cleanse to help get all the extra leave-in conditioner and any of the excess oil from the hot oil treatment. I always find it works really good doing the hot oil treatment, then a mask, and then a scalp cleanse. So I'm going to undo this and I'm going to show everybody. This is like, and I don't know how to do anything with my hair when it does this except to just re-wet it and then comb it. But here it goes. I don't know where these curls come from. I got some really pretty curls in here. I love it when I get these little ringlet type curls, but then a lot of it is just this dry, frizzy stuff. You can see really dry. That's why I did the hot oil treatment and a hair mask. But really when I do the scalp cleanse, that's when I get a lot of really pretty curls. Like I said, and if I just take my comb and I just comb this out, it's gonna take me forever to comb and my hair is gonna be like so fluffy, and I don't know where these curls come from, but it is a pain when it does this. So my hair is really clean, my scalp is really clean, and my hair just goes so frizzy. Yeah, you can see all the pretty curls in there, but the curls are hidden behind all this extra frizziness. So like I said, there is nothing I can do. I don't know how to curl my hair. I'm tempted to go and maybe if I get a perm back in my hair, like my hair takes nothing to curl. So I've got all this natural curl. But because I like to color and bleach my hair, I know I shouldn't do any perms. So for anybody who told that when I take my hair out after just leaving it in this all night, I look like Meredith. I mean, you can just see how far out my hair wants to just go. And it gets worse as I let my hair grow longer. There we go. See, if I do that, you can just see how it wants to, but you can just see all the natural curl. So now I'm just gonna wet my hair and hope that a lot of this frizz just comes out. and then I can just style as usual. All right, so I've just re-wetted my hair. I'm just doing this because it is just so wet right now. But just kind of towel dry it. I mean, you can just see when it's wet, you can see all the curl. Do this when it's wet. All this curl. So I'm just gonna nicely comb this and just let it naturally dry. And it'll take probably about my hair, it's not wet. It is just, damp. I just put my hair under the bathroom sink, so just from my neck to the front to get it wet. So this top part up here is very dry. It's not dripping wet. So I'm gonna just kind of towel dry it for a couple more minutes, comb it through, and I'm just gonna let it air dry. And I will show you what my hair does as it air dries. But when my hair is wet, it can take an hour to 6 hours to dry naturally, depending on how wet my hair is. So that's why I usually end up falling asleep with the hair towel on, and I try to take that off before I go to sleep. But occasionally I fall asleep, or I'll take it out. My hair will still be just way too wet. I don't want my pillow wet. I don't want my clothes wet. I don't want the bed to get wet. So I'll put the hair turban back on. But you can see as I'm just brushing it out, it is so much easier to manage when it's wet versus when it's dry. And again, I don't know where all that curl comes from. I've had that problem, I'm gonna say forever, as far as I can remember. But when I do, like I said, I did a hot oil treatment. I did a hair mask. It was a leave-in conditioner treatment overnight. And then to get the hair mask out, I did a scalp cleanse. So I know my hair is really clean. My scalp is really clean. That is when I notice it more. But I do have all these nice curls in here, and you can't see them because they don't last, or they just are so frizzy. I don't know if that's but yeah, so I will back as this dries, and I'll just show you how it dries. Right, so it's been half an hour. You can just see as it's drying, it's just getting really frizzy. But you can still see there's a lot of definite or defined curls in this. So I wanted to film this today just to show people who don't believe me. But you can, if I do this, underneath, there is so much pretty curls in there. I just don't know how to get them to stay without this frizziness. This is off. I'm just gonna brush my hair out. It does make a difference when I let it air dry. Like I said, it's been half an hour and it wasn't dripping wet. So I'm just being really careful with the brush because it's still a little damp. It's hard to do with one hand. And I will try to show the back. The same thing. You can just see how it's, I would say it looks like, the only way I can describe my hair, it looks like when you crimp your hair and then you brush it out. So I have that crimp type of texture in my hair. I would love the curls to stay without all this frizziness. But like I said, you can see as it dries, it just dries straight and frizzy. And all the nice curls are gone. So that is what I have to deal with my hair on a almost daily basis. Well, more or less when I fall asleep and I keep my hair up in that hair towel. I try not to do that I try to wash my hair earlier in the evening so then I can for sure take it out before I go to bed. But sometimes, life happens. Sometimes you have to wash your hair at midnight and then you go to bed. So that is what I'm left with, is all this dry frizziness, and this is what my hair looks like. All this dry frizziness I can't get rid of, and my hair is, I know, over processed. I bleach and color my hair a lot, so I know that is all, this is all damage from doing that. But the hot oil treatments, the hair mask, the scalp cleanses, they keep my hair really nice and they keep my scalp clean, but it doesn't really help with this dry frizziness, and it really doesn't help if I wake up, like I said, looking like Meredith. But there we go. So that is what my hair looks like. That is what I have to deal with. And then I'm just going to shake this out and I'm just going to play with this, and I'm going to make my hair even more frizzier if I don't stop doing that. I don't use any hairspray, mousse, gel. I don't use any of that. I used to use a little bit of gel or mousse when my hair is short to get the little spiky things, but as I let my hair grow down, I might use a little bit of hairspray or mousse if I'm doing a fancy updo just to help hold, but otherwise I use like no styling product. I don't use blow dryers. I don't use curling irons. I don't use flat irons. I do own curlers, the Velcro ones, plastic, hot rollers. I own them. I don't use them. So just want to say thank you. And yeah, anybody has any suggestions on what I should do with my hair, that would be so helpful. Right, so it's been about an hour. So now here's my hair when it is 100% fully dry. Again, I don't know, it just got all this body here. It just wants to stand up like this. But it's all frizzy, and I don't know which is worse, when it's wet or when again, you can just see all these layers in here, just how thick my hair can be. Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much to everybody. I mean, I know I say it it's the same little line when I end every video, and I hear it when I rewatch my videos. But, without people watching my videos, I mean, I enjoy making these, even though the one channel I'm supposed to be, getting money, I haven't yet. I'm stuck in their little process thing. So I'm going to say I'm just kind of stuck trying to get that straightened out. But again, I really appreciate all my subscribers to both my channels. Say thank you so much, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.